Hello and welcome to another episode of the Free Guy Show. Today we are going to talk about UFC Fight Night Paris. And the main event is between GANE versus SERGI SPIVAK. And the co-main event is between Rose Namajunas versus MANON FIOROT. These two fighters, GANE and Rose Namajunas, they both have been fighting for belt and they both have failed. GANE is turning out to be a choker in UFC history. In Francis Ngannou fight, in Jon Jones fight, he gets outclassed when it matters the most. If you see GANE fighting, he fights like a light heavyweight or a middleweight, where he makes the heavyweight look like a heavyweight. His fighting style, slipping, dodging, and bouncing off, and making it hard for his opponents to find the range, is what his best attribute is. But whenever he is in the spotlight of grabbing the championship belt, he kind of gets nervous or whatever it is. He doesn't fight his natural game. In Francis Ngannou fight, it seems like he was too much scared of Francis Ngannou's power, and in Jon Jones fight, it looked like it was a fan fighting his idol. So whenever he gets a chance to prove himself and to grab the championship belt, he just gets nervous or he just chokes out. So this might be a time where he can start fresh and start his championship run again. And if he dominates this fight, even Sergei Spivak, he comes from a wrestling background. He has a good chance to beat CIRYL GANE. If Sergei Spivak gets CIRYL GANE's back or catches him around the fence, or if he gets opportunity out of a clinch to take him down, then it's going to be a tough night for CIRYL GANE. Definitely it's going to be a tough night for CIRYL GANE. He might get submitted, he might get a good ground and pound from Sergei Spivak, as we have seen earlier in his previous fights. So this is a tough challenge for CIRYL GANE, where he can prove himself that he's been improving against wrestling style, and he is ready to fight one more time for the championship belt, as UFC has given him good chances to be a champion against the disliked fighters by the organization Francis Ngannou. They wanted CIRYL GANE to defeat Francis Ngannou in his last fight, but he failed. And then in Jon Jones fight, the organization wanted it to look like a dog fight, but Jon Jones outclassed him. Now it is his time to prove himself. So if I have to pick between these two fighters, then I am going for CIRYL GANE. I believe after his two recent failures, he will be improving against wrestling, and if not, then I don't think CIRYL GANE has good chance to be a champion. So CIRYL GANE is going to be my pick. And in the co-main event, Rose Namajunas versus MANON FIOROT, these both UFC fighters are quite a complete fighters. They have a similar kind of fighting style, and they both have a good style of fighting. But the only difference between these two fighters is the experience, is the type of opponents they face, is the type of challenges they face. That's going to play a key factor in this fight, as this is going to be an interesting fight. This is going to be a fight that will look like a chess match. These both fighters will be finding their range and studying their opponents in first round. So I believe first round is going to be a slow one, then it picks up. And if I have to pick one between these two, then I hope Rose Namajunas wins this fight, and she gets to fight for the championship belt once again. She gets to get in the mix of championship contenders, and same goes for CIRYL GANE. I would like to see both CIRYL GANE and Rose Namajunas to be in the mix again, to be able to get a championship fight one more time, as they both deserve it, and they both have a good fighting style that fans like. But they both have to trust themselves, that I believe they are going to show in UFC Fight Night Paris. So That's all for today's video. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and until we meet again, peace out.